Hello guys, Reagan here for Reagan's Rides, and today I am going to introduce you to this bright beauty here, the MG HS Trophy. Let's do this. The MG HS Trophy has the makings of a sporty style icon. Drawing on MG's racing heritage, this compact crossover invites you to a cabin that has been given the full-blown sport treatment. However, despite its sporty aspirations, it still gives ample space and premium creature comforts. Coming in at 1,308,888 Philippine pesos, the MG HS Trophy matches the price of the other value compact crossovers in its segment. But with a clear sporty theme going on, can the MG HS Trophy outperform the others when it comes to the driving performance? Let's find out. Here at Reagan's Rides, we do car reviews of SUVs, sports cars, trucks, and everything in between. So subscribe and hit the bell. Right, so I'm starting here inside because MG has really given the cabin all the sporty bits that they can throw at the MG HS Trophy. I mean, you do spend 100% of your driving time inside the cockpit anyway, so yeah, it just makes perfect sense to make this cockpit look and feel good. Now first up guys, check out the seats. See, these are sport bucket seats in leather and Alcantara trim, which are normally found in supercars. Now, the MG HS Trophy may not deliver supercar levels of performance, but at least you get the chance to experience like sitting in one. Now, another tricked out piece here is the steering wheel. See, we've got a leather-wrapped steering wheel here. It's nice and chunky. It has that red Super Sport button there for added oomph. And of course, we get paddle shifters. Now, the cabin here, guys, the cabin materials is also a combination of soft touch materials, leather, and contrast red stitching, which really makes it feel and look sporty here inside. But now, let's see if the drive performance of this MG HS Trophy will match the cockpit's sporty design. Unfortunately, the drive itself is a bit rough on the edges. To be specific, there are two areas here that needs improvement. First is the steering. Now, just like the MG ZS Trophy that I got to drive, this HS has a nice and hefty steering feel at slow speeds, but when you go out to the highway like where we are now, it lightens up. So yeah, it's a bit weird. It should be opposite. I mean, to be properly tuned, it should be light and easy to steer around the city when you're driving slowly, and it should be hefty and well controlled when you're on the highway. It's the steering response though is quite sharp. It's great, but with an overboosted steering feel here, a steering response, yeah, it could get a tad bit nervous at speed. Now the next area that needs improvement is the shift logic of the dual clutch transmission. You see, it can get quite jerky in stop and go traffic, which I kind of find it weird because yeah, it's a wet type dual clutch transmission. Now, it normally happens to me when I'm in normal mode or eco drive mode. It seems like it doesn't really know which gear it really wants to go to. It's kind of weird. Now, I've used the sport mode, the sport drive mode around the city, and it seems to be the smoothest drive mode, even when you're going in stop and go traffic. I mean, it's kind of weird. Now, another issue that I've had with this car in the past week that I've been driving it is that the shifting to first gear, when you come at a full stop and you want to go, shifting into first gear has a bigger delay than the other dual clutch transmissions that I've encountered in the past. It is a bit of an issue Yeah, if you're jockeying for your lane in stop-and-go traffic. And it's a bigger issue when you're trying to go up a steep incline. Now, you all know, well, most of my longtime viewers here know that I have a steep parking ramp in my condominium. I have a 17-degree steep parking ramp. So yes, going up that, when it shifts into first gear, there's like maybe a second, maybe second and a half worth of delay going to first gear, which it kind of loses the momentum going up the ramp. Now, thankfully though, the MG HS Trophy comes with Hillstar Assist, which is truly helpful when I'm negotiating steep inclines. Now, when you look past these two driving quirks, well, you will see that the MG HS Trophy delivers in all the other areas. Acceleration, even in normal mode, is brisk. And for maximum fun on the highway, sport mode is a must. Now, as we do have that red Super Sport button on the wheel, and I can tell you guys, that's not a gimmick, right? It's not a gimmick. It's not like there to make you feel good when you're rezzing around town. No, sir. It is an actual functioning button that you can get into from any drive mode. You see, you could be in eco mode, and then you just need that quick boost to do an overtake maneuver. Yeah, press that red Super Sport button and you will tap all the 167 horses available to you to successfully do an overtake. Now, the thing is, you cannot shift into other drive modes while you're in Super Sport mode, so you just have to get out of Super Sport mode in order to shift, let's say, from eco mode to normal mode, or let's say sport mode. Now, acceleration of this thing, it is linear, it is smooth. It's not seat in your pants type of acceleration that will surprise you and your passengers. It's not like that, sir. Nope. So yeah, it's just so refined when it's doing its acceleration maneuvers, and it just tells me that this is really meant as a smooth highway cruiser. See, the biggest contributor to that smooth highway drive is that the NVH levels and the suspension tuning of the MG HS Trophy is as good as more expensive crossovers out there. See, here on the highway, guys, the cabin is quiet and refined. Now, I'm happy to note also that despite that smoothness, handling is also above average for a value compact crossover, courtesy of the McPherson front suspension and the independent multi-link rear suspension. Braking feel of this vehicle is also on point. It's one of the better ones, guys, because we got like 4-wheel disc brakes here, and yeah, it is a decent driving performer in most conditions, as long as that that jerky dual clutch transmission that's at stop and go traffic, slow speeds. Yeah, as long as it doesn't bother you too much, it's a perfectly decent performer. You see, I'm quite happy that the media unit I got here is this color, because it just attracts everyone's attention wherever I go. You see, friends, this is what MG calls Brighton Blue, and it's a paint job for happy people. Now, it's a little bit too loud for my taste though, but one thing's for sure, this, my friends, is much safer to drive at night because it's easily seen. Now, speaking of safety, another safety feature here are the full LED lighting units. We get LED headlights and taillights here, and a really tricked out looking set of LED DRLs that kind of look like lower eyelashes. Now, these lighting units are quite distinctive, especially when you pair them with this Stardust front grille. Now, speaking of safety, the MG HS Trophy has a good amount of safety bits. As you're seeing on your screen right now, we do get a good set of driver assist aids here considering the price of this crossover. Now, as for the fuel consumption, I was able to get what's expected from a compact crossover. Light city drives, yeah, I could go up to as much as 10.5 kilometers per liter. Drops down to around 7.5-ish in heavy traffic, While on a highway drive like this, it's a nice smooth highway drive with a super light foot, and if you're in eco mode, yeah, you could still reach around 16 kilometers per liter. Now, it's also quite convenient when it comes to connectivity. There is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, although, guys, to be straight with you, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the integrated climate control system that we have here. I mean, I would appreciate it if we at least have a physical on-off button and a physical blower control button here. Nope, guys, you have to dig deep into that, that 10-inch touchscreen infotainment system in order to just adjust your climate settings. Thankfully, the passengers here at the back can get quite comfy. The space is quite decent, especially for regular, average Asian adults. And with the panoramic sunroof here, well, it feels a lot more spacious. Now, we also have a pair of rear AC vents here, a pair of USB charge ports, and a really cool looking center armrest that comes with a felt line cubby here, and it also has a pair of cup holders. Now, you could really tell that MG prioritized the passenger comfort when it comes to the HS Trophy. Now, the cargo space is also quite good. You see, at 463 liters of cargo space here, we can fit 2 of my medium-sized luggage without any issues. I also love the fact that we have a power liftgate here, guys. And we also have a pair of twin functional exhaust pipes there that complete the sporty look. So, does the MG HS Trophy live up to its sporty theme? It does in most areas, save for the light steering at speed and the jerky transmission, which dampened what could have been an engaging drive. With some tuning improvements to the steering and transmission, the MG HS Trophy has the potential to be a standout in the value compact crossover segment. It does provide a comfortable ride and ample features, plus a 5-year warranty, which most people will appreciate. Thanks for watching.